Broadcasting live from Vesuva on the plain of Dominaria, this is Tap Tap Concede.
Vesuva could be island.
That's true.
It's true. It technically is.
It could also be, well, anything.
Yeah.
Maybe whatever you...
Would you like 2 mazes of Ith?
It's
No.
whatever your imagination
How
says
about
it is.
4?
All right.
Boo.
Boo!
Hey guys, welcome to Tap Tap Concede. I'm James.
I'm Cameron.
I'm Alex.
And this week on the show, we have this giant box of packs.
We're gonna burn it!
That you guys very generously give us whenever we go to GPs or PAX or other conventions. And I just counted, and we have over 70 packs of Magic cards here. Which would mean that if we did Tap Tap Concede every week for another year, which I'm hoping we will, there's no reason to believe we won't.
TTC is ending.
We still wouldn't get through them, and we will undoubtedly get more via the mail and more PAXs and more conventions. So we're going to do something today. We're going to crack a couple packs to try to dig into this. But before we do that, we are going to pick out 18 packs. We're going to select 18 packs for a chaos draft that we will do on AFK probably within the next month. If you don't know, we have just announced a revamp to our twitch.tv/LoadingReadyRun channel. There's a whole bunch of changes that you can go check out over on loadingreadyrun.com on the blog, but I will tell you that AFK is becoming a weekly show, which means we will be drafting and playing Magic probably on average about 1.5 times a month. That's the goal. So among the myriad of other things that we want to do with that show, we're still going to draft Magic. So let's go ahead and pick out 18 packs from here. And we're going to hand select these. We're not going to roll for them because we want to make sure that we have a really great sort of landscape to draft from. So I'm just going to start going through here.
Why don't you hand each of us a third of that heap and we can pick from that?
That's true.
Okay.
So you get this.
All right.
And you get this. And you get this.
And where do we want to put these? Like in this box lid?
Sure, we'll just put them right here. So I'm going to immediately say that we're absolutely putting a pack of Conspiracy in this draft. All right? Alex, what would you like?
I mean...
Yeah, that seems absolutely obvious.
Modern Masters.
Modern Masters. And actually, just before I forget, this pack of Conspiracy came from Ross at PAX South. Thank you, Ross. And this pack came from Caleb, a.k.a. formerly Board Gamer, from PAX Prime 2015. See, this is one of the reasons why I want to do this, is to try to get through some of these packs.
Origins.
Origins is a great idea. This is
some powerful cards.
Unmarked. It's unmarked. We don't know who this came from, but thank you to whoever gave us that pack. I'm going to go ahead and now say that we're going to do Tempest. This came from Jesse from... I don't know what that actually says at the bottom there. It looks like it says Prom, Iowa. I don't understand. But Jesse, thank you so much for this pack.
It wouldn't
Tempest.
Be a chaos draft without Future Sight.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Future
agreed.
Sight gets in. This is also from Caleb, a.k.a. formerly Board Gamer, from PAX Prime 2015. Thank you so much. Cameron just handed me a pack of original Innistrad.
Yeah.
This is from Eric, who also gave this to us at PAX Prime this past year.
So, maybe we should talk about why we're selecting the packs that we are.
Because they're interesting?
Yeah. I don't actually have any other reason than just because they're cool sets and I like them.
I really like Cons. I think Cons is interesting in Chaos Draft because it has some powerful cards that don't rely on having a lot of other Cons block cards in it.
That's fair.
I've got something exciting.
Yep.
Lorwyn.
Sick.
Ooh.
Also, this Cons pack, also unmarked, so I'm not entirely sure.
It's another Caleb pack.
Good Lord, Caleb. Formerly Board Gamer is just completely...
The spice.
It's just given this whole thing for us. Let's go next. I've got... we're going to go with... We're not doing this pack of Unhinged. That's just a bad idea, I think.
Yeah. Although similarly...
We'll save that, actually. I'm going to go with...
Sorry, it's a pack of Modern Masters 2 that's been opened and taped over,
That's
and
totally
handwritten
legit.
in ballpoint. Totally legit.
Yeah, that's from Nick the DM from this
Okay.
recent PAX East.
I have
I'm gonna
4 packs of Magic Origins.
we already have one Origins
Yeah.
in here.
How
I'm
many
going to
more?
throw in Scars of Mirrodin.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought we said we weren't going to do that one because it's got infect in it.
Oh, I guess that's true. Yeah.
I have
Okay.
a way better
Like-
one.
Okay, what do you got?
World Wake.
World Wake.
Ooh.
Play the Jace Lottery.
This is from Marvin from PAX Prime 2015. Thank you so much.
Did 2010 core set have the Titans in it?
I don't.
Yes.
They did?
Maybe?
And this also
no,
had, like,
wait.
Ponder?
It might have been M11.
Ponder and Lightning Bolt?
I think it was, no, it was M11 that had Titans.
We'll throw this in. This
Yeah.
is from Sergey or Sergei. How would you pronounce that?
Sergey.
Yeah, Sergey from PAX Prime. Thank you so much.
So, like, what I'm trying to do here is just pick packs that don't have, like, parasitic mechanics in it. And what I mean by that is mechanics that rely on a critical density of cards with the same mechanic.
That's
right?
fair.
Okay.
Like-
M11.
Yeah.
M11?
I
Yeah,
don't know
okay.
if I want to go old or new.
11 and 12.
Well, what do you got?
Well,
we
I've got,
have room for we're just a little over halfway there.
I've got Invasion and Apocalypse.
All right, let's get them in.
Both of them?
Both, yeah, why not?
All right. That
So,
was easy.
Invasion, Mr. Horrible. Thank you so much, Mr. Horrible, and same with Apocalypse there as well.
Well, if
Both
we've got
from there.
Apocalypse, we should get in Plane Shift.
Yep.
All right. Also from Mr. Horrible, I'm gonna go with Urza Saga.
Oh, wow.
You guys
Ooh.
okay with
That's,
Urza
yeah.
Saga?
I don't know what they were smoking when they made that block.
This is from David at PAX East. This would have been PAX East last year. So again,
Bruh.
the reason for this. Want to get through some of these packs. All right, I think
How many do we have?
we need 4 more packs.
Onslaught in there?
Is Onslaught in here?
Do you have
I don't
Onslaught?
think so.
We might have Onslaught in this.
It's the other set with Morph in it. Plus.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
It could be anything.
I do have a pack of Onslaught here.
Get it?
It fits with the concept.
This is from Patrick and Yigi from Con Bravo, and it says because cats on it. So thank you.
What
So,
about Fate
Onslaught?
Reforged for Manifest? That makes, like, more morph stuff, and morph stuff is generally kind of interesting.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, like, the problem is that it's a really bomby set.
Do we want to get a pack of the newest set in here, Shadows over Innistrad?
Yeah, I think
I
we
feel
should.
like that we did.
Yeah.
All right, this is from Bill from PAX East this year, so thank you, Bill. All right, guys, we need 2 more packs.
I got one.
Okay.
Avacyn Restored.
All right.
Okay, yeah, you know what? Avacyn Restored wasn't even, like, it gets a lot of flack, but it wasn't a bad set.
Avacyn Restored, unmarked, unfortunately, but thank you to whoever gave us Avacyn Restored.
Do we want to be bastards and put in a...
No,
Okay, that's what...
no foreign language. Definitely not.
I don't
Yeah,
even know what
nothing-
set this is.
Nothing we're not literate in.
All right.
I believe this one is
think
Chinese.
We'll do all of this, and we'll keep these in there. Yeah, these are all going to go in. All right, guys.
I do have Unlimited.
Wait, I'm sorry, what?
Not
No,
Unlimited.
this is fourth.
Fourth.
This
Sorry.
is fourth
Okay, I was
edition.
like,
I don't know if
I don't
that's
think that's
good or
15
not.
cards.
Yep.
Is it?
Yeah,
The
this
problem
is
is
15 cards.
that it might have like 4 land in it. Right.
No, I
Yeah.
think they solved that problem with this,
Oh,
didn't
did
they?
they?
I think they stopped doing the bunch of lands.
Well-
And even if they didn't, then that just makes it more interesting.
Okay.
All right, guys.
Yeah. Okay.
4th edition.
And this was from Chase at PAX Prime.
Okay.
So I think
Hey, Lamau.
that does it. I think what we will do is we're going to Chaos Draft with Magic Origins, Modern Masters 2015, Conspiracy, Khans of Tarkir, Original Innistrad, Future Sight, Apocalypse, Invasion, 2010 Core Set, World Wake, Urza Saga, Plane Shift, Onslaught, Tempest, Lorwyn, 4th Edition, Avacyn Restored, and Shadows over Innistrad. Whew! I think that's
Nice.
going to be a really fun draft.
Yeah.
Burning my mouth.
So I hope all the people who donated these
put it
packs
on the shelf.
will find this a suitable use. We still have, again, about like 45 packs of Magic cards that we need to go through here. So let's roll the dice and do this.
roll the die.
Roll the dice.
Goodbye.
And we have
7.
1,
Seven.
2,
Do I get to open
3,
this
4, 5, 6, 7. Wait.
Is it 7?
Yeah, this is fine.
2014 core set from James at PAX East. Thanks, James.
You're welcome.
Was that from this PAX East or last year's PAX East?
Oh, I know what I'm forcing.
Oh.
I think it was from this year's PAX East. I'm
Oh,
down on that.
Give me a sec. Shadowborn Apostle.
And Paul just needs to get the...
I wanted to make this a thing in Highlander.
There we go. So one black for 1/1 creature human cleric. A deck can have as many of these cards as you want.
You could play a deck of 60 Shadowborn Apostles and it would be legal.
Yep.
You'd lose, but...
You would lose, yep. And for a black, you can sacrifice 6 creatures named Shadowborn Apostle. You search your library for a demon creature card and put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. This card is not very good.
You know what this would be so good with? Westvale Abbey.
You can't actually...
It's not good!
Yeah,
No,
you can't
no,
actually
it's-
find
yeah.
West Abbey.
No, but you'd have
Yeah.
6 Shadowborn Apostles.
I mean, Westvale Abbey is sort of a fixed
Version of this.
I mean,
Yeah.
not that this was ever broken, but it's just
No.
like your deck is
Well, I
just
mean,
going to go turn
it's-
on this guy, turn 2 these guys, turn 3 of these guys,
Yeah.
And then
turn
sacrifice
turn
and,
4 Pyroclasm.
and get something.
Oh!
Yeah.
All right, what else?
Marauding Maulhorn.
Marauding Mulehorn. 2 red for a 5/3 beast. It attacks each combat if able, unless you control a creature named Advocate of the Beast.
Oh, they
Yeah.
had... There was like a couple critters like this in the set. There's like the Bog Brew Witch or something.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
was
She
an
had a
odd
cauldron
set.
and a
yeah.
newt. It was like, wow, that's classic.
M14
Yeah.
was a good. It was a
It
good
was
set.
interesting,
No,
yeah.
it was a great set. I don't like 5/3s.
No, this guy always
Generally-
traded down.
Yeah, 5/3s are. I guess they're a little bit better than 5/2s, but generally not.
M14, this was the set where everything had like super low toughness, right?
Possibly.
And it was just like a very dramatic
Blip, blip,
or
blip,
dynamic.
blip, blip.
So next up,
Battlefield.
we have Trollhide. 2 green for an enchantment aura. Enchant creature gets +2/+2 and has for 1 and green regenerate this creature. This was a perfectly reasonable aura, but generally speaking, auras are always kind of tricky because it's pretty easy to get 2 for 1s.
That guy's jerkin is ruined.
But I guess if you can regenerate, then that's a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Maybe.
you know what kills this card? Naturalize.
Yep.
Yep.
Destroy target artifact or enchantment for 1 and a green. It's just, I mean, this is just the quintessential
It's not my
sideboard.
Sure
favorite.
is
It's not my
naturalized.
favorite artwork for this
No.
No.
effect. I think my favorite one might actually be from the Return to Ravnica of the
Oh,
sword
the
turning
sword
into the
yeah.
tree.
I really like that.
And the
that
flavor
one.
text is even better. It's just like, if you touch me again, your armor's going to start sprouting like dagger thorn
Yeah.
bushes. And it was like, ooh, that's a good threat.
All right, next up,
More pants.
we have Dark Favor. More enchantment auras. 1 and a black enchant creature. When it enters the battlefield, you lose a life. But the creature gets +3/+1.
Unholy Strength
yep.
grew up.
Yeah, Unholy Strength threw up. This card was always kind of whatever.
Yeah.
It seems pretty whatever.
Yeah, it's the +1. I mean, it could end games sometimes. You get in for that extra 3 points of damage.
See, what
but,
I would love to see this card be, for 2 mana, like +4/+0 or something ridiculous.
Yeah, there's Unholy Strength. Just one single black gets +2/+1.
Dude, you could go, like, in Alpha, you could go turn 1 Ornithopter this thing, and it's like, I'm winning!
Yeah.
You can't kill me.
All right, next up
Although the-
is Show of Valor. 1 in the white, target creature gets +2/+4 until end of turn. This is better. I like this card.
Big butts.
Yeah.
Like, it was a fine combat trick,
Yeah.
right? Like,
yeah.
it didn't do anything super exciting. It almost always saved your creature with the +4.
Okay, yeah.
I like it.
I think this is a reprint from Lorwyn, maybe. The artwork looks familiar.
Closer to
Disperse.
Goodbye.
Yep.
to go. Oh, it's gone forever. Right, it got it right as it fell. 1 in a blue, return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand.
Disperse.
It's unsummoned, so, but better.
Well,
Wait, no, is it?
It's not
It-
unsummoned.
it
It's
hits-
non-land permanent.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
non-land
hit
permanent,
permanents.
so this card was pretty good. Next up, Nightwing Shade. 4 and a black for a creature shade with flying. It's a 2/2, so off the bat, that's not very good. But it has the shade ability for 1 in the black. It gets +1/+1 until end
Man,
of turn.
they've never done a shade quite as good as Nantuko Husk, have they?
No,
No.
That one was real good.
Nantuka Hust is very, very good.
Well, it's like
Yeah.
black,
Like
black for a piker and 1 black to give it +1/+1. It's pretty great in mono black.
Or is that Nantuko Shade?
No, that's Shade. Husk is...
Oh, sorry, Nantuko Shade.
Yeah,
Derp.
Husk you, like...
Husk is like the bad Bloodthrone vampire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it saw a lot of play in
Oh, I
Standard,
know.
though, yeah.
Because it's a bad Bloodthrone vampire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sacrifice a creature, gets +2/+2
It does
until
have
end
the
of turn.
zombie subtype.
It does. All right, next up, Act of Treason. Lower. There you go.
There you go.
Act of Treason, 2 and a red, gain control of target creature until end of turn. Untap that creature and it gains haste. I mean, it's
Act of treason.
It's act of
It's
treason.
Definitely
an
an
act of treason.
Yeah, it is literally an act
Any
of treason.
effect that steals your opponent's creature for a turn, gives it haste, is kind of called an act of treason.
Yeah.
It's like Zealous Conscript's act of treasons something for a turn.
Yeah. This card was okay.
How about a card that's been around since Alpha?
What do we got?
It's Giant Growth.
There you go. You can see the
Oh, dear God.
Giant Growth is 1 green, instant, target creature gets +3/+3 until end of turn. Everybody knows what Giant Growth is.
Yep.
It's
Not as good as Lightning Bolt.
It's not as good as Lightning Bolt, but it's still one of the
Better than Healing
it is,
Salve.
Yeah.
it is one of the greatest combat tricks of all time, right?
Yeah, it's
It's
the
the
combat
classic.
trick against which all others are measured.
Yeah.
That's true.
Next up
Opportunity.
is Opportunity.
There
you
we
go.
go.
Yeah.
4 blue, target player draws 4 cards.
It's a pretty good instant.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a blue card, Cam. What do you got?
You know, I kind of like drawing 4 cards if my opponent hasn't given me anything to counter.
Yeah. And it's instant,
that-
which is
that's-
kind of nice, so.
Instant card draw is what I want to see.
I think
Right.
the Grease was playing this in Grixis control in
Yeah,
Highlander.
that seems
This
good.
is just like draw a million cards. Although it's maybe outclassed by, I don't know, they're trying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which finally got pointed. Oh, so. Ugh.
So relieved.
Oh man!
What's up?
You want good
The-
removal? How about the
the-
beast removal?
Yeah.
Doomblade. I miss Doomblade.
I don't know why they got rid of the flavor text on this.
Oh yeah. Well, I kind of like just the line, just like bang.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it was sort of they did that with Giant Growth too. It's just really just really simple effects. That's just like because they did this with Murder as well. I think, as I
Just
recall.
destroy target creature.
Yeah.
Any questions?
Man, Doomblade. You remember when removal was this
Good.
freaking good?
Yeah.
Like this card is just broken by today's
Wasn't this
standards.
a common in one set?
Yes, it was.
I think so.
In M10.
Yeah, in M10, it was a
common.
common piece of removal.
Pow pow.
Like
Yeah.
this didn't. They don't even print this card at rare basically these days.
No. Yeah, at rare now, this costs 3.
Yeah.
Womp womp.
Sad times. Next up is there we go. Brave the Elements. 1 white, instant. Choose the color. White creatures. You control gain protection from the chosen color until end of turn.
It's very good in White Weenie.
Yeah, it's very good. It just
Well,
even
it's only good in White Weenie.
yeah, but even just getting your creatures through, saving them in combat, it was a really good card. What's our rare? Is it any
It's
good?
Path of Bravery.
Path of Bravery.
I have not yet tested this, but I slammed this into Junk Sisters in Highlander.
So 2 and a white for an enchantment. As long as your life total is greater than or equal to your starting life total, creatures you control get +1/+1. So it's a neat little anthem effect, but a weird conditional one. Whenever 1 or more creatures you control attack, you gain life equal to the number of attacking creatures. So theoretically, it's supposed to be pretty easy to keep your life total up. So you're always getting that anthem effect, but
It seems pretty poor in draft. But
it seems
Yeah.
very poor in draft.
Yeah,
It is
like,
not a card that I would ever play.
This seems like if you're behind on life total, do you
it's not
want
gonna
to be
work.
attacking to gain like 3 life?
Yeah.
well, we also got the cutest Sapperling token.
Aw.
The little one with all the mushrooms on its back.
You're adorable.
I bet you could hunt that thing down and make soup.
Yeah, you just stick it in the pot in
Just
in
like-
whole.
It like does a crab thing and just like curls up and then turns bright red. Like this is weird.
Yeah.
All right. No, the dice is all the way over there.
Such
Can you get it with your foot
life
and then
is a
roll it
carnival
again?
of pain, James.
Roll it with your feet.
This one?
Yep, that's the one.
Hey, isn't that adorable?
It is.
All right.
Okay.
Roll it up.
Hut.
7.
No.
It's cocked.
17.
Oh, you added 10.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17. Wait, oh, no, I have to save this one.
Oh,
What?
It has specific things. So we will move on to the next 17, which is
Ist.
Shadows.
Shadows over Innistrad, which is great. most recent set, this comes from Jules Stark at PAX East 2016. I was there when she dropped it off. Thank you so much for the pack.
Get it.
All right, here we go.
I've really enjoyed drafting this set.
This set
by
has
the way.
been very,
It's
very good so far.
good.
All right, so first up, we have Jace's Scrutiny.
Hey, that looks like the lady from Opportunity having a bad day.
It kind of
Yeah.
does. So 1 in a blue, instant. Target creature gets -4, -0 until end of turn, and you investigate. And when you do that, you get a colorless clue artifact token onto the battlefield with 2, sacrifice it, draw a card. Clue tokens are legit, by the way. I love them so much.
Yeah, it totally does look like her. And also in this art, it looks like she's like, "Ugh, I wish I could forget you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is legit. I'm pretty sure that is the same person.
Maybe.
Who's
Or
the
she's
artist?
very similar.
Different artists.
But,
So, but that's cool.
well, that's my headcanon.
Maybe it's the same model.
This card is, I don't like this card.
No, I mean, it's...
Okay.
It's fine. You
Yeah.
don't need to.
It's a blue card and Cam doesn't like it, so we're moving on.
I've seen it do work. It feels bad.
Yeah, that's fair. This card, however, is very, very good. Dauntless Cathar. 2 and a white for a 3/2 human soldier, but for 1 and a white, you can exile it from your graveyard and put a 1/1 white flying creature token with bat flying onto the battlefield. Activate this ability only anytime you can cast a sorcery.
I kind of dig this cycle of cards that
yeah,
get a second.
Yeah, these
go.
cards are really freaking good. Super, super solid in sealed and draft. Yeah, any card that you can get value from after the fact is
Well, it's like
A-okay
2 cards.
with me. Yeah, exactly. Right. Super good card. I like it a lot. So another blue card. Let's see if Cam likes this one better.
No.
Ghostly Wings. 1 in a blue. Enchantment Aura. It enchants a creature. It gets +1/+1 and has flying. And you can discard a card to return enchanted creature to its owner's hand. So
I mean, like, it's...
You're
okay,
two,
like,
two
you
for
can...
one yourself to save your dude.
Yeah.
Seems bad.
I've had this blank removal. No, wait, I haven't. No, this has never done anything, because you don't, like... It's... ugh.
yeah, this card is not very good. There are some cute things that you can do to take advantage of it, I suppose, in terms of madness with the discard and returning the creature it's enchanted with to your owner's hand if it has like an ETB effect or something like that.
Like, this turns on Delirium in a pinch because you can put it on an opponent's creature and discard, like, a land.
Yep.
And bounce
use
your
it,
opponent's
bounce the
creature,
creature,
you get an
and then-
aura and whatever you discarded to it into
Yep.
your graveyard, and that's okay.
But yeah, I find the only way to make this card good is to get cute with it, and that's generally not the
Yeah.
best kind of
Nah.
card that you want in limited. So
Yeah, you don't want to...
yeah, exactly.
Wow, I like that it's a zebra.
It's a zebra that is just like it doesn't have wings. It doesn't have like
It doesn't look
fairy
super
dust.
okay with this.
Yeah, it looks like it's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Help! Just like
No
this is
tears
one
now.
frame of it pinwheeling
Yeah, yeah,
the battlefield.
yeah. It's not flying stably.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we have
There's a lot of cards with
Ethereal-
ghosts behind people.
yeah, Ethereal Guidance. 2 and a white. Creatures you control get +2/+1 until end of turn. It's a sorcery.
Yeah.
Which always makes these cards just significantly worse. So let's just move on. This card is not very good. All right, here we go. We have a good card.
Hey,
In terms of limited, at least. Rancid Rats. 1 and a black for a zombie rat. It's a 1/1. It has Skulk, and it has Death Touch. These cards have always been good. You never say no to a 1/1 with Death Touch. That's super cheap. Not to mention, this thing can get in, too, right?
Yeah, like, hey, they reprinted Doomblade.
Yeah, yeah. If you need to, if you don't need to worry about getting blocking and trading off with something big, then you can get in for 1 point of damage every turn.
I've been eyeing this card for Zombie Lander, but it's like, I don't know. I haven't figured out whether that deck is like mid-range or aggro. I don't think it's there's enough zombies to make it aggressive enough. But,
No, probably not.
It's-
mid-range maybe.
Highlander
Maybe even-
Zombie strikes me as a combo deck.
Sort of, except there's no zombie combos. The combo with zombies is you play a bunch of zombies and then you lord them.
Yeah.
Is it blue-black?
No, it's
Mardu?
black-green.
Oh, black-green.
Black-green,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
maybe options in red. White doesn't add anything, but blue adds a little bit.
There's some
Right.
cool stuff in blue.
Yeah,
You get like
mostly clones, though.
You get Grimgrin, don't you?
That guy's
Isn't that?
awful. Have you read what that card does?
Yeah.
It's like Grimgrin doesn't do anything.
He's a 5/5 for 5.
Okay, he's a 5/5 for 5 that enters tap, and you have to sack creatures to untap it.
Look, man, you said Zombie-Lander. I'm just going for the flavor here.
It's filth!
Okay.
Oh, God.
Moving on. We have Fiery Temper. This card's good. 1 red for an instant. It deals 3 damage to target creature or player. Hey, it's a lightning bolt.
Lightning
That
bolt.
costs a hell of a lot more, but you can turn it into a lightning bolt by discarding it and paying its badness cost
4 of in standard.
1 red.
Take
So,
that card and throw it in your bin.
Yep. This card seems really good. This card actually is probably the first pick as of right now.
Threw it
Yep.
in the bin.
Next up, we have Clip Wings.
Does not do what you think it does.
No, super sideboard. Each opponent sacrifices a creature with flying.
Ooh,
It doesn't target.
oof.
It just so it's great if your opponent cast Avacyn and you're like, haha, I have this Clip Wings, and they also have a Spirit token, and they're like, no.
And then the rest of the time you're just like, I wish this was Plummet.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
Super combo.
You cast Flight on your opponent's creature and then edict them.
Oh.
Oh god.
The one time you do that, they're just going to quit Magic.
All right. Next up, Farbog Revenant.
I like this card.
Yeah, this card's pretty good. 2 and a black, Spirit, Skulk, Lifelink. It's a 1/3. I like this card a lot. It blocks, it attacks, it gains you life. It does everything. What does this card not do?
It doesn't tick up to win the game.
That's true.
Yeah.
It is not a Planeswalker.
So it's garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get out. Next up, Rush of Adrenaline.
Whee!
1 red for an instant. Target creature gets +1/+1 and gains
Plus two,
trample.
plus
Sorry,
two, plus
I
one.
keep doing that. +2/+1 and gains trample until end of turn.
Seems all right for
Instant.
1 red.
Yeah, this seems like an easy way to push through the final little bit of damage that you need.
Like-
trample seems. If it was
Yeah.
just +2/+1, then I'd be like whatever. But trample is certainly not
Yeah.
nothing. And if you cast this on a big beefy guy that they're just chump blocking, you feel pretty good. So, and there are
Surprise,
a lot
idiot.
of big beefy dudes. All right, next up is how do you pronounce that?
Drunau.
Corpse Trawler. 3 and a blue for a 1/1. That seems bad. But when it enters the battlefield, put a 2/2 black zombie creature token onto the battlefield, and the activated ability of this card is really good. See, this should go in your Zombie-Lander
Get
deck.
out of my house.
2 and a black, target zombie gains Death Touch until end of turn. Is that not good? It's really good and limited.
Yeah, like this guy's surprisingly good and limited.
Yeah, in the blue,
Oh, I believe it.
in the blue-black zombie deck.
Also, he ain't heavy. He's my brother.
Oh, it also is she.
Yeah.
Actually, I just realized that.
Merg.
That is not a he. That's a she zombie. Get them zombies. All right, next up,
I like this guy.
Indulgent Aristocrat. 1 black for a 1/1. It's a vampire. It has lifelink, and for 2, sacrifice a creature. Put a +1/+1 counter on each vampire you control. If you have a reasonable amount of vampires, this card seems real good.
Yeah.
If you don't, then it seems pretty bad.
I like that you can sack any creature, including himself.
Correct. I think this card is pretty good in Shadows over Innistrad Limited. I think it's really good if you have like 7 or 8 vampires.
yeah,
like you
or
pretty
like
much
Call the
want that.
Bloodline.
I really,
or-
really like the artwork on this. The sort of, what is it? The glass fountain.
Yeah,
Yeah,
with
the
blood and
pyramid,
stuff, the
yeah.
pyramids. Like it gets the counter as well, so you can make this thing bigger, which is great because it does have lifelink. So
Jarp.
yeah, I think this card's pretty good. Next up is Stitchwing Scob. 3 and a blue. Uh-oh.
You
There it goes. 3 and a blue for a zombie horror. Another card for your Zombie-Lander deck.
God damn it! It's
3
4 mana.
Yeah, but it flies. It's a flying zombie. That's a 3/1. And for 1 in the blue, discard 2 cards. Return Stitchwing Scab from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped.
2 cards, Grant.
Dude,
James.
dude. That's
Okay,
so
so I'll
good.
play this, and then they'll play Jace the Mind Sculptor, and I'll be like, oh. Okay.
But then
Oh,
you
well.
knock Jace for 3
Yeah.
because they're gonna brainstorm. Kills Jace.
I hope our next pack also
Kills
has zombies.
Jace.
I hope our next
Please.
pack also has zombies, so I can
this
keep
card-
doing this. This card is just completely
I
insane.
love every part of this
Yeah.
card, but the part that I love the most is the negative space in
Yeah,
her
bat.
corset that
Yeah,
looks like
that
a
looks
bat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Heir of Falconwrath is 1 in the black for a 2/1 vampire, and you can discard a card to transform it Activate this ability only once per turn, and if you do, she turns into the Hair of Night, which is a 3/2 flyer. There's just so many completely bonkers cards. Like, I think the strongest start that you can have in Shadows Limited, at least that I've seen so far, is turn 2 Hair, or I guess air, but yeah. Hair.
The H is
the hair. It's
silent.
It's the Hair of Falconwrath. Turn 2 air. Turn 3 discard incorrigible use.
Yeah,
2 air.
Get him.
Knock for 7.
Cast Madness.
Get
knock
him.
in for 7. It's
Get him.
completely and utterly insane. And I want to do it every time. And finally, last but not least, is our rare. It's To the Slaughter.
Love this artwork.
Yeah.
Love the artwork. Cards kind of whatever, but 2 and a black, instant. Target player sacrifices a creature or a planeswalker. But it also has Delirium, which means if you have Delirium, they actually have to do both. Now in Limited, that probably comes up
Never.
1% of the times
This seems
that you cast this card.
okay in Standard against Control.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it's
if
kind
you
of a
can
bad edict
resolve
that
it.
becomes an amazing edict
Yeah.
in some matchups.
Like,
But most of the time, this is probably just like a bad.
I don't even know
diabolic
what
edict.
Control finishers there are right now in Standard. Like, what are they using? Are they
Sorin?
using Silumgar? Silumgar? Yeah, or, yeah, Sorin? Yeah.
Big Sorin, Big Chandra.
Yeah?
That's true.
Yeah.
All right, let's do another pack. Let's do one more
Ooh,
pack.
I want to do one.
You gotta. Oh god, the dice is going farther away.
No footy in the watch.
15.
Here we go. 2,
Footy in the Wide just
4,
now becomes
6,
a euphemism for playing Magic.
8, 10,
It's like no footy in the Wide.
12,
Oh, I just want to play Sealed.
14,
Oh,
15.
Gib.
This is
Gib.
no. Cam gets to open this one.
What?
Yeah.
Evan
Oh.
from Con Bravo. We each opened a pack. Cam can open a
Polish
pack,
fools.
God,
I just like.
don't be
this face.
selfish.
but you will need to pass me the cards so that I
Okay.
can put them on the overlay.
I didn't know you were super into Conspiracy.
I just think it's this cool set.
It is.
Like I
Well,
don't even
it
like
super is.
Limited, and I don't like drafting, but Conspiracy is really cool.
Yeah.
Did I say Evan at Con Bravo? Thank you, Evan.
Yep.
I think I did, but
All
It
right.
also has some really solid playables.
Pick one. Or, sorry, card 1. Apex Hawks.
Apex Hawks. 2 and a white for a creature bird. It has the multi-kicker, which means whenever you cast it, you can pay the multi-kicker as many times as you want, and something will happen. It's a flying 2/2, and if it was kicked, it gets +1/+1. So if you cast this for 2 and a white and kick it 3 times, it's a 5/5.
Cam, you know what I think it
Seems
is?
okay.
I
Yeah.
think I like any of these sets that have like weird throwback mechanics, like the plane chase and weirdly the commander sets, because they print all sorts of like goofball cards that end up sort of filtering down to Highlander and being amazing.
Yeah. Like,
So
I mean, this is fine. A 3-mana 2/2 or a 5-mana 3/3 flyer is about what you expect to pay.
Yeah.
is that a boar it has?
It's an Ox, I think.
That poor ox. I'm just gonna be like,
Jerk Hawks.
Spletch.
Second card, Marchesa's Emissary.
Hey, Lamau.
I always wound up in this deck in Conspiracy.
Yeah, it's a 3 and a blue human rogue. It has hexproof. Stupid hexproof. And it has Dethrone, which is whenever this creature attacks the player with the most life or tied for the most life, you put a +1/+1 counter on it. I really like the Dethrone mechanic.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the best multiplayer mechanics in
Also,
the game.
in like large multiplayer games, it also gives you a bit of plausible deniability.
Yeah.
Where you're like, hey, sorry, you know, I'm on the dethroned deck,
It's
so
nothing personal,
it's nothing personal.
so I just have to kill you because you have the
Who will
most life.
mitigate the inevitable whining about being attacked in
Yeah.
multiplayer?
Yeah, exactly.
It won't.
No. Why are you in dethrone?
It helps in Conspiracy. Conspiracy isn't quite as crazy as Commander.
Yeah.
So we definitely need to do a Conspiracy draft.
I agree.
On AFK. That's on the list.
Africa.
I always wound up playing this and getting the Conspiracy that lets you give a creature of a certain name, like either +1/+1 or make it cost less to cast.
Can I just
and
say,
then this becomes quite good.
Yeah.
I would love to see, to play a cube that has conspiracies and the draft cards in it.
Yeah.
Because I think cube is the only draft format that I'm really super all about. And you could actually just like put a bunch of the conspiracies from the set in it, and it would be super cool.
Yeah.
Next up, Vent Sentinel.
Now this was a deck.
Yep, this was a deck.
3 and a red, creature elemental. It's a 2/4. It has defender, but for 1 and a red and tap it, it deals damage to target player equal to the number of creatures with defender you control. So you would just try to draft as many Vent Sentinels as possible.
What's that? It's
And
the sound
then-
of inevitability.
Yeah, and then just tap, kill you, tap, kill you, tap, kill
Yeah.
you. So it was fun.
Chartooth Cougar.
Chartooth Cougar, 5 and a red for a 4/4. It gets +1/+0
fire
until it has fire breathing. But it also has mountain cycling for 2. So for 2 you can discard it, search your library for a mountain, reveal it,
Not
and
a
put it.
basic mountain.
True.
Just FYI.
Yeah, that's true. Put it in your hand and then shuffle your library. So it's a good way to.
I'll go find my Taiga.
Yeah.
Yeah. Possibly the card with the best name ever.
Lizard Warrior.
It's a Lizard Warrior.
Oh my god.
It's a 4/2 for 3 and a red. Lizard Warrior. Don't let its appearance frighten you. Let its claws and teeth do that.
But its claws and teeth
so
are part of its
sorry.
appearance.
Yeah, it
R&D,
is.
but this is the most bland card I've ever laid eyes on.
And I played with Mon's Goblin
It's
Warriors.
a Lizard Warrior. What's the subtype, Cam?
Lizard Warrior.
No shit.
We've been over this.
Does it have any abilities?
It has 2. Lizard Warrior.
All right.
Typhoid
Rats. These are the classic, right? The 1 black for a 1/1 with Death Touch.
Yep.
So I would rather these over the other rats from the other set.
Yeah, because I'm not sure Skulk is really what you want that card to be doing.
No, Skulk isn't great. I would rather
You
just
want it
cost
to have
1 less.
first strike.
Yeah. Oh my god. This card.
Yeah, if we're handing out
Fair and
keyword
balanced.
abilities.
Yeah. What's up, Paul?
Or just
Cat Warriors.
They're a cat
But
warrior.
at least they have Forest Walk, and Dwarven Warriors at least have things to do.
However, they aren't the dwarven. They aren't a warrior subtype.
Okay, Elvish Warriors are.
Elf Warrior.
Yeah, Elvish Warrior is also pretty bad.
good.
Gorilla
Gorilla
Warrior. Okay,
Warrior.
This-
okay, we can stop because
This sucks.
that's just an ape, though. Okay. No, stop it.
Oh, no.
There's so many of them.
Homerid plus.
Homerid Warrior.
No.
he's been retconned to a Homerid Warrior.
Nice.
Crab people.
All right, moving on. No more Warriors.
Plume.
Plume!
Yay.
Talked about this card earlier. 1 in a red, or 1 in a red, 1 in a green. Destroy target creature with flying. This is
Much better than Clip Wings.
much better than Clipwings.
I like that the vines are just reaching up and just being like, "Huh."
Yeah, it's like, nope.
Yeah. Out of my skies.
Whatever works. Next up is
Infectious Horror.
3 in a black. Zombie Horror. Could go in your zombie deck. It's a 2/2.
Maybe.
Whenever it
Probably
attacks,
not.
each opponent loses 2 life. Dude, this attacks for essentially 4.
Yeah, and then it trades with like a 2x.
Yeah, it kills their Bob.
Yeah. It's when they block with Bob, you're like, deal.
I hate you guys so much.
Damn it! What? No more warriors. Serpent Warrior.
Moment of heroism.
Moment of heroism. 1 and a white. Target creature gets +2/+2 and lifelink until end of turn. It's an instant. It's a great combat trick.
Stabilize with this.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
super good.
This like
You almost
from
always
the original Innistrad.
Yeah, you're gonna win. You're likely gonna win combat. You're gonna gain some life. It's just good.
Yep.
Next up.
Hunger of the Howl Pack.
1 green for an instant, you put a +1/+1 counter on target creature, unless you've triggered Morbid for the turn, which means if something's died, put 3 +1/+1 counters on that creature instead, which is pretty good. I like this card a lot. I always liked Morbid. Morbid was a great mechanic. So also
there,
from
like,
the
pretty good.
OG
Yeah.
Innistrad.
Yeah.
So
Soul Catcher.
Soul Catcher.
Got it.
1 and a white for a 1/1 flying. Whenever a creature with flying dies, put a +1/+1 counter on Soul Catcher. That does not make it better. This
No.
card is poop, and you should not play it.
It's double poop.
Well, I mean, like.
No,
yeah, there
double
was-
poop.
Yeah, there was no. Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
hey, I lost. It's a 2/2 now.
That's true.
No, oh,
What do you got? Wood Sage.
What's up?
For a green and a blue, you get a 1/1. Boo. But you can tap it, name a creature card, reveal the top 4 cards of your library, and put all of them with that name into your hand. Put the rest in your graveyard. This card is not good.
oh, it puts them into your graveyard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You want to play this in your zombie deck? Too?
No, I've got this really stupid dredge deck.
Oh, okay.
This card's not good though.
Victimize.
Victimize is
Oh,
two
the
and a,
value.
yeah, 2 and a black. Choose 2 target creature cards in your graveyard. Sacrifice a creature. If you do, return the chosen cards to the battlefield tapped.
Yeah,
This card is very good.
very good.
Very good.
Like blown out.
Yeah. Yeah. Victimize is a great card.
Well, it's
Yep.
like reanimate twice.
What do we got?
What is it?
We have, what the hell is this card? Realm Seekers. 4 green for a 0/0. It enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it, where X is the total number of cards in all players' hands.
Oh,
So turn 6, so like probably coming down as like a 5/5, 6/6 maybe.
Yeah.
If you're playing with 4 other people, maybe like 2 or 3 cards in everybody's hands. So I guess it could be pretty big.
7/7, 8/8.
Yeah, that's true. For 2 and a green, remove a +1/+1 counter from it. Search your library for a land card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library.
what is with these ramp cards that ramp after you hit 6 mana? I don't understand.
Hey, but you can get this with Revelark.
What? Okay.
All right.
Is Revelark in this set?
No.
No.
Okay.
And then our draft card.
Blank.
Is Cogwork Tracker. 4 colorless for a 4/4 artifact creature, Hound Construct. Reveal it as you draft it and note the player who passed it to you. Cogwork Tracker attacks each turn if able. Cogwork Tracker attacks a player you noted for card named Cogwork Tracker each turn if able. So if Cam passes this to me and I draft it and then I play against Cam, it has to attack Cam.
Interesting that you can't. Well, you can first pick it.
You can first pick it, but then it's just a 4/4 that has to attack every turn.
Yeah.
With no stipulation as to whom.
It's the
Juggernaut.
Juggernaut.
Yeah.
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 Juggernaut was good.
Yeah. No, that's true.
It was banned for a while.
I don't think you ever first pick this though. Like
No.
I think your pack has to be incredibly bad
Yeah.
to want to first pick a Juggernaut. And there's Juggernaut right there.
Look at that.
4 colorless
He's
for a
smiling.
5/3. It
He's
attacks
happy.
each turn if able.
Walls
and it
hate
can't,
him.
Yeah, and can't be blocked by
You
walls.
should show the original art because it's way scarier.
What's the original art
Well,
look
and
like?
dumber looking.
Yeah, it's way uglier.
Oh, God!
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, that's
Smush.
right. Yeah,
Dead.
Grund.
it's just very silly.
Rolled.
All right, guys. I think that'll do it for today.
Yeah.
We cracked 3 packs. We set aside, I think, a really amazing Chaos Draft, which I am now
Kind of amped for.
super amped for. So we will announce probably when we're going to do that on. We'll try to announce it for next week's show when we're actually going to do it. It'll probably be sometime in May, late May. So stick around for that. It'll be a lot of fun. As always, this podcast, along with all the other stuff that we do, is brought to you by you guys over at patreon.com/LoadingReadyRun. We appreciate your support immensely and love you guys for it. If you're not a Patreon, maybe go over and check it out. Maybe that's something that would interest you. And if not, and you just want to watch our stuff and enjoy it, then that's also good. We like people who watch our stuff. So thank you guys so much. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Cam.
You're welcome, James.
Maybe next week I'll help you brew your Zombie-Lander deck. I think
Yeah,
it'll go,
I think that'd be fun.
I think Cam and I will help Alex brew this Zombie-Lander
Who will
deck.
the commander be?
Please don't.
Who will the commander
Now
be?
you're doing this on purpose.
I think we're gonna go 5-color good stuff. It's
Yeah.
gonna be great.
Yeah.
Just end up playing 5-color blood with no zombies.
Well, yeah, at this point you cut
4-color
the zombies
Yeah.
because they're bad.
Zombies are out.
Hey, yeah, those guys get in. They're a 2/2 for 3. What do
All
they
right.
do? Nothing.
They do nothing. All right,
They
guys.
quote the rhyme of the Ancient Mariner.
Okay, guys. That'll be it for today. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you next week.
Bye.